Hey guys, Eric from Catskills. Today in the video, we're going to be taking a look at the event going on called the Treasures of the Archlich. This event goes until the end of the month being December 2022, and it takes place in Dungeon Deceit in Trammelside. There was a weekend or two where they had the event on the Fell side dungeon, but for the most part, it's all happening on the Trammel side. How it works is you go to the dungeon, you farm mobs, and just like in anti-virtue dungeons, any of the other dungeons, you have a chance to get a rare drop, almost like an artifact, except these artifacts aren't necessarily useful. They are really just turn-in artifacts to the artifact vendor in front of the dungeon. These artifacts of the Archlich, you turn them in to the vendor gives you points, and those points can be used to buy various items off the vendor, which in my estimation are pretty darn good. So my plan for the rest of this month, as of this recording on December 15th, I'm going to be feverishly farming Dungeon Deceit until, the end of the month, to get as many of these items as I possibly can. Now, because I've only really been playing for the last few months, a lot of my characters, well, some of them are pretty well equipped, but most of them are, pretty shabbily equipped, and getting some of these nicer items would really help move them along into the next level and to be able to clear harder content in the game. So, without further ado, we're going to get into it. Well, that about wraps it up. In that sitting, I'd say we got around 25 or so artifacts in 3 to 4 hours. I think that's probably pretty good for this character. And I know that there's other templates, mage templates specifically with Thunderstorm, that do quite a bit better than that. Those guys, they'll run into the dungeon, they'll mob tag everything with Thunderstorm, kill all the weak stuff, all the zombies, all the skeletons, and anything that still remains alive. Eventually they get killed, and I think possibly they get credit just for mob tagging them. So it's kind of cheap and cheesy. I'm not a big fan, but it is what it is. We just live with it and move on. The plan right now is just to save up a couple 100 points to get our hands on that spellbook. The spellbook itself is a chivalry spellbook with 50% spell power, which is pretty insane for a spellbook. And that's really why I want to get my hands on it. I'm not too fond of the chivalry aspect of it, but hey, it doesn't matter. You can put it in your hand and it'll still give you the bonus. So that's what we're going for. And after that, I think we'll go after some of the 50-point items and maybe one of the 100-point cloak slot items. We'll see. It really depends on how many points we can get by the end of the month. So we're going to try hard and see what we can do. Maybe on a future video, we'll go over this character that I use to farm. This is my Sampire template. There's oodles of videos on YouTube about Sampire builds, how to build a Sampire, how to play a Sampire. So I'm not too sure I want to go into that, but I mean, it's content maybe. If you want to see a video about a Sampire, this Sampire, skill build equipment, you let me know in the comments below. And while you're at it, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you all for watching my video, and we'll catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.